'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions, by me, Terry Edelman at TE Picks on Twitter. We're going to jump into the chat, which is already bumping early, but first we're going to take a look and recap what happened yesterday on the show in the NHL. And this St. Louis Seattle game, I actually didn't have power. There was a power outage here. So I didn't get to watch this game until close to the end of the second period. And St. Louis had already stormed back to score 3 goals at that point. So watching the rest of the game, how that game ended, Seattle just, St. Louis shut them down in the third period. And Seattle was unable to even get a shot on net, pulled the goalie, and it was just a horrible way to end the game. So unfortunately, in this game, kind of like how the Global Series went, Beniers Point lost, Bjorkstrand Point lost, Shane Wright lost, and Jake Neighbors didn't get a point either. So a really awful way to start the day. The small play on the draw here lost. Florida just took care of business against Boston in that one. But things turned around in the late game. Utah team total over 3.5 minus 104 was a winner. People who subscribed to my Capper Tech got Utah puck line at plus 154 as well. So that was a nice winner. Dylan Guenther just happened to be the first player in Utah Hockey Club history to score a goal. So in their official records, he is the first player to score a goal. So a nice plus 210 winner there. Subscribers on my Capper Tech also got Logan Cooley point, plus 125 that went with that Guenther goal. Josh Stone, unfortunately, did not score. But we'll be going back to him throughout the season. So no harm, no foul there. Of course, people that have watched the show last year know I like to bet streaks. I'm a streaks bettor. Now, unfortunately, at this point of the year, we don't have streaks because it's a fresh start for everybody. So as we go on throughout the next week or so, we'll start to be able to kind of build up some streaks here. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I appreciate all the support. We're going to jump into the comments now and see what is happening here. Da-da-da. Hi, Terry. I'm on the road. Only like one play today. Riley Smith, anytime goal, plus 325. There is a lot of interesting. There's obviously playing his former team. I like that look. I'm not on that play, but I like that look. Lane Hudson, plus 700 anytime goal for defenseman. I know it's going to jump up the rush and take chances to score. Has to have some value. That's a nice plus 700 is great. Great price there. And Lane Hudson, obviously, we really have to see how he does this year, but people are expecting him to have a very good season offensively. So if that is the case, then yeah, you're not going to be getting plus 700 very often. There was ever a time to chase your losses, it's today. Okay. Overall, yesterday wasn't too bad. I finished down 0.79 units. But the way the Seattle game started, it was not a good start today. I'm confident in today's slate. Oh, really, Owen? Okay, I like that. That's good to be confident. 0-0, 1 period, St. Louis. I set up a juicy second period over and also hit the Guenther. Yes, Dylan Guenther. I wish I would have been on him to score the first goal. That would have been a really nice plus price. Hockey gods, I pray to thee and offer up a team playoff hopes and sacrifices my luck to reverse. And it's the Carol. So IceX is trying to get Owen upset. Let's go. Hey, K-Dob, how's it going? Canes are elite. There's Robert. You didn't see all the Seattle, the all-time Seattle. No, I didn't get to see it, but I saw the results from it. So yeah, not happy. There he is. Uno reverse. The sacrifice is Boston. Oh, there we go, Isaacs. He's turning things around on you. Turning things around. Get ready to learn Russian, Grubauer. Yes. Joey Decor signed a 5-year extension, $5 million a year today. So Seattle locking in their young goalie that I think is the future, which means Grubauer is definitely expendable. I wouldn't be shocked to see him go somewhere maybe like Columbus, but of course, Merzlikins would have to go. Um, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but Blues, Panthers, puck line, Utah over 6, miracle over. There we go. There we go. Skip card. It's actually the Isles. Oh, the Isles. LOL. Logan Cooley is so fucking nuts. I know. Plus 125 for his point prop was just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dylan Gunther was like minus 140, but Cooley, who plays with him, was plus 125. So, of course, I was on that. He's playing. Yes, he is. Crap. I was expecting Dustin Wolf, too. And we'll get to that game coming soon, but that kind of surprised, that shocked me that it's going to be Dan Vladar. I want Groovy. To Boston? Okay. Canucks and Reg Boys. We will discuss that game. I didn't originally have a play in that game. I'd have player props in every game. I didn't have another side or total in that game, but I do now. I do now. We are going to jump right into the first game here. And it's between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens. Original 6 rivals here, battling it out on the not the first night of the season, but their first night of the season. We're seeing Toronto minus 188 to minus 200. Let me actually refresh. Yeah, minus 188 to minus 205. Montreal plus 164 to plus 175, 6.5s right across the board in this one. I wanted to look at the over. I don't like that it's 6.5. We have seen games between these teams obviously go over, but we have seen games go under between these teams recently as well. So I kind of said in yesterday's show, I'm being very careful with totals to start the season. So I kind of lean with the over here, but I did not get to it. Anthony Stolarz will be starting for the Leafs as Joseph Woll is already injured before the regular season has even started. Apparently, it's not anything serious. He may play tomorrow against New Jersey. He may not. So we'll have to kind of see what happens there. But Anthony Stolarz coming over from Florida was a great signing for the Leafs. And he'll get his first start here to show what he's got for the Leafs. Samuel Montembeault starting for the Montreal Canadiens. I'm giving out 2 plays in this game on the show today. And the first one is Uri Slafkovsky, over half a point, minus 115. Slafkovsky, of course, a player I liked to bet a lot last year. And we saw his point prop at around plus money and around this price. But then it started moving to the minus 130, minus 135, minus 140 points throughout the season. And I do think this Leafs team is going to be much better defensively. So I'm not. That's another thing that's kind of keeping me off the over. But first game of the year, Slafkovsky obviously is on the top line for the Habs and also the top power play. Let me just check on that. Yes, top power play, top line, minus 115 to get a point. No brainer there for Slafkovsky. And then my second play in the game, going with Morgan Riley over half a point, minus 115. Top defensive pair, top power play, and the Chris Tanev signing is really great news for Morgan Riley because now you've got that defensive shot blocking, defenseman beside you. So Morgan Riley can go and kind of do what he likes to do. and help drive the offense. So minus 115 for him to get a point. I don't think we're going to be seeing that very often, especially against a team like Montreal that's kind of sup- supposed to finish in the bottom of the Atlantic. So this isn't necessarily a top team that the Leafs are facing. So I'm surprised that we're getting Morgan Riley at this price. So I like him to get a point, minus 115 here in this game. Dun, dun, dun. Montreal plus 170. They are live here. Interesting. Okay, over 6.5. Lean that way. Lean that way. But Marner goal and Caulfield goal plus 160. I like it. Kev, what's good, Terry? Hockey's back. Smash the like and subscribe and share. Thanks, Kev. It's great to see you back. Yes, hockey is back. Slipshotsky. There we go. There we go. He was one of those guys, like a player we're going to be talking about shortly, that a lot of people kind of said was a bust. And of course, saying that after half of a season, you can't do that. So he kind of showed people wrong. Stolars and Wool are the same to me. Don't matter. They're both decent to good. I have the draw. Wow, Isex is taking a draw. Wow. Slavkovsky goal plus 250. Suzuki over 2.5 shots and Newhook assist plus 250. Definitely great value with the Slavkovsky goal. I'm sticking with point because, like you said earlier with your Caulfield goal, Caulfield scores. Most likely Slavkovsky's assisting, so I'll take that. I can see the draw. Okay. Owen likes Leafs and Reg, Rangers and Reg, Jets money line, Oilers Jets over, and Flames Canucks over. Okay, so you got lots of sides and overs, but nothing in the Avs game. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Who's on the top line? Anytime goal plus 310 has value, in your opinion. I completely agree. I may or may not have a play involving Nice on Capertech. So that is one of my premium plays that I give out. But I like Nice. There's definitely value with him on the top line. Caulfield loves to earn power plays. Yes, he does. Avs. Okay, interesting. Lane Hudson is on power play too. Dang it. Sucks, but that's okay. Matthews, anytime assist, minus 113. Yeah, you could look that way. If I look at Matthews, I just want to take him to score. That's when I see Matthews, I think goal scoring. But good luck, Tommy, with the assist. Kirby Doc props. He's on power play 1. Okay, that could be something to look at. I'm keeping things at slower volume today, guys. Of course, the Utah game is great, but the way the Seattle game went and the way the Global Series games went, I'm going to try to keep things a little bit lower volume here. So I'm not playing everything that I want to play here early on. Just because of the head-to-head records, it's the Leafs. Okay. It's a shootout. Habs are winning. If it's a shootout. Okay. Avs versus game. Vegas game sucks. Whoa. I'm staying off that game. Okay. Owen tonight should be interesting. It should be interesting. But we will jump on to game 2 here, which is between the New York Rangers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Rangers minus 139 to minus 150. Pittsburgh plus 120 to plus 126. Sixes. It does look like there are some 6.5s in this one here. And this game, I'm really frustrated. With this game. And the reason being is New York Rangers on the money line was minus 115 a week ago. And of course, I was looking at it and thinking that's a great price. I'm going to take that. And then I waited and I waited and I waited. And then yesterday, of course, the line had already moved a lot. And here we are, minus 139 and minus 115 or minus 150. I cannot take the Rangers just because I had the opportunity to take minus 115 on the money line. I'm not going to jump in now at this price. Obviously, out of my price range, minus 135 is my cutoff point. So I'd have to go with Rangers and Reg, which I still do believe is the best play here in this game when it comes to a side. But I missed my line. And I'm not going to release it to clients at this price when I could have got minus 115 before. But we just talked about Slavkovsky, and I kind of mentioned it. And another guy that a lot of people thought was a bust is Alexis Lafreniere, who, of course, had a fantastic season last year. The chemistry between him and Trocheck and Panarin is very strong. Those three guys play very well together. And they're kind of before the Mika Zibanejad line was listed as the top line. Now the Lafreniere and Panarin and Trocheck is listed as the top line. But really, with the Rangers, one line, first line, second line, doesn't really matter. I think they're probably going to get similar ice time overall. But yeah, I like Lafreniere here. Point minus 125. Don't think if this was a couple months down the line, I don't think we'd be getting minus 125. I think it'd be minus 140 in that range. So I'll take him here to get a point. Minus 125. I think there's some minus 120s available as well. So shop your lines. But I like Lafreniere to get a point here. Goal, assist, doesn't matter at all. Point is a point. Unless all my bets lose, then I'll be throwing my savings on the under. Okay. Interesting. Penguins are very live here. Okay. Pens money line, Pens and Reg. Whoa. Pens money line. Okay. Malkin assist, Raquel goal, plus 500 parlay. Best of luck. A lot of line movement in all these games except the Avs and Vegas Golden Knights. That game is tricky, hence that sucks. Okay. I've got to play. I like in that game a lot. Laffy Point, I love. Got a future on his points this year. Yes, he's one of those players I was looking at for when I was doing my player futures, but I didn't want to have too much action. So I believe I cut it down to 9 or 10 future bets in the NHL. All those you can get in my Capper Tech, which I'll talk about at the end of the show. $10 all access pass gives you access to all my futures as well. So yeah, I do like him, and I was going to pull his trigger on his future point bets, but I did end up getting to it. Bunting plus 275 goal. Okay. Hey, Roger said he wasn't the reason Salah got fired. Yeah. No, losing to losing to the Vikings, which shouldn't be something anyone should feel bad about because everyone loses to the Vikings, but it is what it is. The fact that the OC is, yes, exactly. And some people were hoping that he would end up being the head coach, but that didn't happen. So that's good for the Jets. But not a football show. It's a hockey show. So we'll get back to hockey here. And we've got 3 10 p.m. Eastern games. And starting with this one here, Winnipeg Jets, Edmonton Oilers. Winnipeg plus 145 to plus 150. Edmonton minus 170 to minus 180. Sixes right across the board here in this one. And I'm not going to be betting the Edmonton Oilers very often, at least to start the season. And no, that's not because I think they're going to be a bad team, but it's because I think, and we're seeing it right here in this game, there's not a lot of value with Edmonton here. Yes, they're at home. Minus 170, minus 180 is a lot against this Jets team. Yes, the Oilers have a much deeper offense. The Jets still have Hellebuck. And yes, Hellebuck struggles in the playoffs, but very good during the regular season. I can't take Edmonton here at this price. Could Edmonton win by 2? Win this game 4-1? They could definitely do that. But it's not a play for me here. In this game, of course, we do have Connor Hellebuck and I should have mentioned for the last game, Igor Shesterkin against Tristan Jarry. Shesterkin is likely, so not confirmed, but Tristan Jarry is confirmed. This game here, Hellebuck against Skinner. No surprises there. And I do like Skinner, but not Stuart Skinner. I like Jeff Skinner. Anytime goal plus 325. This is, so I was talking about how there's not really a lot of value with the Oilers here. and that's obviously being on the money line minus 180. But there is a ton of value here with Jeff Skinner, anytime goal plus 325. Jeff Skinner is now on that second line with Victor Arvidsson and Leon Draisaitl. So he is really getting a good opportunity here with the Edmonton Oilers. And I also believe he is on the second power play. Yes, he's on the second power play as well. Of course, I kind of wish he'd be on the top power play, but they're not going to mess around with that top power play. But playing with Victor Arvidsson and Leon Draisaitl is only going to maximize Jeff Skinner's value. He is a goal scorer. He scores goals. That's what he does. Plus 325, being on the second line for the stacked Edmonton Oilers offense. Again, I don't think we'll be seeing Skinner at plus 325 throughout the season. I think that'll be much more closer to the plus 190 range later on in the season. So I'll take plus 325 here, even against Connor Hellebuck in this spot. Let's go. Okay. I could swear that Rogers and Hackett have yeah, maybe. If Penn's money line gets cheaper than plus 125 reaches plus 130, then Rangers. Okay. LOL. LOL. What's up? Glad I could watch it live. Hey Adam, how's it going? Sorry, laughing. Speaking of the Jets. Yep. Oilers first period puck line. Okay, so Juan likes the Oilers to come out strong early. I can see that. Should be pumped up to being at home. A Jets Oilers draw. Interesting. Okay. Oilers puck line. So Robert completely disagrees with the Isaacs. Over 6.5. I'm so mixed with the total. With the Oilers should be an over team. They really should. But I don't know if I want to do that against Hellebuck. I don't know. So Draisaitl 2+ points plus 155. He finally has two legit wingers on his line. Yes, including that guy right there. So I love it, Adam. I hope you cash that. If you cash that, I'm probably cashing that as well. So best of luck to both of us. McDavid 2 points, Draisaitl goal parlay plus 225. Okay. See Robert Skinner. Okay, Skinner. I might take Leon 2+ assists. Okay. Yeah, see, I'm really interested to see that line with Draisaitl and Skinner and Arvidsson. Is Skinner going to be the sniper on that line? That's how he usually plays. But Victor Arvidsson can score. Leon Draisaitl can score. So I'm interested to see throughout. We'll see how the next few weeks to see how who takes the goal scoring lead on that line. Matthews, McKinnon, McDavid, goal parlay plus 550. Good luck. What's the over-under on games until Arvidsson lower back injury again? Well, hopefully for the Oilers' sake, it's a high number, but I don't know. I want to predict. I want to be able to predict that. Yep, another head-to-head trends. Yes, trends. There you go. Oilers are stacked. I agree. Hellebuck looked terrible. Yes, he doesn't look good in the playoffs, but he does look good for the majority of the regular season. He's a regular season goaltender. So, is Victor Davidson not playing? Victor Arvidsson? Yes, he is playing. He is playing. Just popped in to say hi and hit the like button. We'll watch the show in an hour. Good luck today. Thanks, you too, Captain Bry. Best of luck. Thanks for coming on in. And 2 more games to go. So we will jump into those. And the first one is the game we were kind of talking about earlier. Colorado, Avalanche, Vegas, Golden Knights. Colorado, minus 105 to minus 110. Vegas, minus 105 to minus 110. 6.5s right across the board in this one here. And this is a very interesting game. These two obviously are not in the same division, but you feel a rivalry when these two teams face each other. These two teams don't like each other. A lot of their games have been really hard fought battles. And Vegas made a lot of off-season moves, additions and subtractions. So I'm not quite sure exactly how Vegas is going to play to start the season. So they're kind of a team that I'm kind of keeping my eyes on. And then Colorado, at first I thought, okay, they're taking a step back this season. And then I kind of looked at things a little bit deeper and thought, okay, maybe not too big of a step. They'll be right there again. And now I've seen their opening night lineup that has a lot of young players on it. And really looking at this Colorado Avalanche team, if you shut down that top line, um, there's there's not a lot of depth there. Now, some of these young players may definitely take that step and prove me wrong. That could very well happen. But how I look at it from the point now of opening the season is there's not a lot of depth there. And if you can shut down that top line, you can beat the Avalanche. So now shutting down Nathan McKinnon is not uh, a very easy thing to do. Now, of course, it was looking. Let me get to there. It is Rantanen, Drew, and McKinnon on that top line. The second line, Nikolai Kovalenko, Middlestat, and Callum Ritchie. Miles Wood, Ross Colton, Logan O'Connor, and then Ivan. Yes, that's his name, Ivan. Parker Kelly, and Yoel Kiviranta. So looking at that forward group, there's a lot of question marks when it comes to offense, in my opinion, other than that top line. Of course, still really good defensive pairs for the Avalanche. Then when you look at Vegas, as I said, they made a lot of off-season moves. And it was looking like Victor Olofsson was potentially going to be on that top line with Barbashev and Eichel. Now it looks like Victor Olofsson is on the third line. So if Victor Olofsson was on that top line, I'd be looking at his goal prop just because of the price is really nice. But now that he's on that third line, that kind of makes me want to stay off of Olofsson. But I do have a nice plus money goal scoring prop in this game, and that is Pavel Dorofeyev, anytime goal plus 350 for the Vegas Golden Knights. This kid has a lot of talent, and he's just reaching the beginning of what I think he can do in this league. Pretty good season last year. Now, of course, with the changes they made in the offseason, he's not on that third line. He's on that second line. He's getting more of an opportunity here, playing with Thomas Hurdle and Alexander Holtz on the second line. So there's value here, plus 350 anytime goal for him. That is what he does as well, is score goals. I think it was pretty even overall with his goals and assists last year. But I cashed on his anytime goal prop last year, and I will definitely take it here at this plus price. With him being on the second line, there's just a ton of value here in this one. When it comes to the side, I have absolutely no idea. Absolutely no idea. Maybe the draw. Maybe the draw. Vegas money line. 1-800 gambler. Vegas money line. I hate Vegas. Yeah, I kind of feel that way a little bit too, but not as much as I hate other teams. This is the best game to watch. Maybe. Flame on? No, flame off. Vegas money line minus 110. Okay. Maybe. LOL. Vegas money line and lean under. Yeah, I see people are liking the under. I see people are liking the under. Mark Stone plus 225 goal. That's a good price for a top line player. No Landy, no Nuke. Second line, Kovalenko and Middlestat. And you think Ritchie gets his first goal? Okay. There's definitely a potential there. It's not emotional, it's business. Sad face. Victor Olofsson goal plus 400. I lean that way, Robert. And because I'm not playing it, I'm not betting it. So he's probably going to score because that happens. Looking back at yesterday, I mentioned the Seattle game too many times, how that went. I stayed off props in the Boston, Florida game, and the 3-4 props I would have bet all cashed. So that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. That third line is some dogs, though. Miles Wood, LC Colton Dogs. Yeah, definitely a good physical third line, and there's some speed and skill there too. So maybe they'll get some offense there. Holtz plus 400. Okay. McKinnon assist, Makar assist minus 110. Eichel assist. Richie shots and goal over 3.5. Um, is that okay? I think you're Eichel. Eichel? Eichel. Okay. Vegas puck line for plus money. All right. LOL no. Home opener magic. And Timothy says thumbs up. Hey, Timothy. How's it going? But yes, to the final game, which I only originally had one play on, which is a player prop. But with the news that it is going to be Dan Vladar in net, I am adding Vancouver team total over 3.5, which I saw at minus 120 at FanDuel. Of course, shop your lines. Haven't placed the bet yet. Literally just saw it before the show started and didn't have time. So I'm going to be doing that after the show. But yeah, I like the Canucks team total over. I've thought about Canucks puck line, but I want to see how Silvos does in net for the Canucks here. Really, I could see this game being a higher scoring game. So if you want to potentially look at the over, you could do that. I just want to. The Calgary Flames are a team I'm looking to fade this season. And I really expected them to go with Dustin Wolf, who's the future for this team. But they didn't. They're going with Dan Vladar, which kind of, to me, feels like they don't want to put Dustin Wolf against this good Vancouver Canucks team and bring down his confidence. So they're just going to throw Dan Vladar to the Wolves. That's how I'm taking this with Dan Vladar starting. So throw Vladar to the Wolves and give me the team total over 3.5 minus 120. I saw it at. But my player prop here for this game is Jake DeBrusk over half a point minus 115. I love this play here. DeBrusk obviously wanted out of Boston. He wanted out of Boston. That was public knowledge a couple times throughout his time in Boston. And now he's out. He's out of Boston. And now he's coming here on the second line, playing with Elias Pettersson and projected to be Daniel Sprong as well on that line. So Jake DeBrusk is going to have, obviously, Elias Pettersson is just a fantastic center, playmaking center, but can score as well. And then Daniel Sprong is a goal scorer, a sniper. So Jake DeBrusk is kind of joining that group here. And I think there could be tons of chemistry there. DeBrusk, I can see him getting an assist here, but I could see him scoring as well. So I'm not going to mess around with what he does. I'm just going to take him for a point, minus 115. That's all he has to do is get a point to help cash this play. All of my plays. So there are 2 baseball plays. I'm going to be adding some baseball player props as well. And I believe there are 2 or 3 NHL player props that I didn't give out on the show. You can get all my plays, including my future bets, all on terryedelmanpicks.capertech.com. 1-day pass is $10, and you get all access pass for 24 hours. So some great deals there. Make sure to like this video, guys, and subscribe to the channel if you guys like the content. I appreciate all the support. We are going to jump back into the chat. Yes, Eichel. Okay, Eichel. Habs money line and Bruins spoiler. Day off is a spoiler for one game tomorrow. Okay. Flames money line plus 173. They're live here. I disagree. Flame on money line and reg. I disagree. Pass. Vancouver will make this sweatier than necessary with slow offensive start and defensive miscues. Silvos is solid back there. Okay. Dan Vladar earned that spot with who knows what stuff like that happens. Yeah, for me, it's they don't want to bring down Wolf's confidence. They want, because he did struggle in the NHL last year. He did great in the AHL, but he did struggle in the NHL. And it kind of feels like they want to give him a better first opponent. That's all that I can see here. I hate the Flames and agreed they are live here. Mine's still live. Wow. Okay. I disagree. When did Anthony Mantha become a Flame? LOL. Think in the off season. I do like Vancouver puck line against Calgary. Yeah, I agree. I'm obviously on Vancouver team total over, but if I was taking a side, it would not be Calgary. Not be Calgary. It would be the Canucks puck line. Mets first 5 fade Ranger Suarez. That's the one of the 2 games I didn't bet. I don't touch Mets games. The Mets screw me around way too much. Hey, Robert, Saros has a low. Yes, Saros is likely not playing tomorrow, so it's most likely going to be a star spot for me. That solves that question because I was looking at that game and not sure where to go, but if Saros is not playing, that makes that an easy decision. $10 million player in the third line, Huberdeau, yes, brutal. Ryan Lomberg, good defense, good physical defensive guy on the Flames, yes. But that's today's show. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 player props I gave out in today's show and a team total. And as I said, you can get all my plays on cappertech.com. Lon Bergini. Easy, you say? Kidding. Did I say easy? LOL. Tigers money line and under 7 for MLB. All right. Best of luck, everyone, and we will see you guys on tomorrow's slate. Finally, tomorrow, the Wild are back. I'm super excited for that. So we'll be discussing the Wild tomorrow. I can't wait. Thanks. Good luck. Thanks, Juan. Royals money line. Great show. Thanks. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, T. Hey, no problem. K-Dob. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll see you guys on tomorrow's show. Thanks, guys.